Crowd of boys. Peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and how pornography affects your testosterone. And before I jump into this topic, I need you boys to hit that like button immediately. As soon as the video cuts on, hit the like button. Before I even do the intro, hit the like button, all right? Hit the like button to trip the algorithm to put these boys onto the programming, you dig, of the semen retention journey. All right, let's help the channel grow. Once again, ways to donate to the channel is in the description, but hit that like button to get the video out there. That also helps the channel grow, gets this information out to more guys, trips the algorithm once again. If you're a subscriber, I appreciate you and thank you for your love and support of the content. Also, those who have donated from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. You hit the like button also. This topic is from a subscriber recommendation that I did. I put in a previous audio to, if you got anything that you want to hear, a topic that you want me to talk about, drop in the comments. There's an open forum for that. So, if it's something that you want to hear, if I've done the content already or before, I may just drop it in a reply to your comment and have you go over that audio, or I may just do the audio again and put a little spin on it. But also consultations, guys who are struggling out there, unmotivated, ready to give up, reach out to me through email to set up your consultation. And I please implore you, only reach out if you are ready to do a consultation. It costs a fee. All right. I don't say the fee when I promote the consultation, but understand that it is a fee. So it's not anything that I'm going to beat you over the head with. It's not $100 or $1,000 or anything like that. It's a reasonable fee. And if money is the issue, we can discuss that in the email. That's why I'm telling guys to, contact me through the email, because I don't want to do it through the comments of pricing and things like that, because the price may vary. All right. Some guys may be struggling, need the help, and I may need to lower the price because they can't afford it. You dig what I'm saying? Also, guys who I sign on with and, do a consultation with, sometimes we may talk for, I usually try to keep my consultations 45 minutes to an hour. But if the conversation is lit and we are really talking about, actual facts and it's a good conversation, I've been on the phone with guys for almost 2 hours. You dig what I'm saying? And not charge the extra fee. So that's what I'm saying. Reach out. I'll pick up on the vibe. And if it's something that we can do, once again, be ready, because when I slide out that time, I'm giving you my time and undivided attention where I have no distractions to really talk to you. All right. Especially if you need the help, I need to slide out that time. But I can't have guys playing in my emails, wanting to set up a consultation and then falling back, or they see that I'm charging a price and they don't even reply back and say, I can work with you. You dig what I'm saying? But understand, time is money, time and attention. Money is energy, and I'm giving you my energy and my time to really help you out. Okay. So with that said, I thank the subscriber for this topic, for putting this out there. Let's get into it. How pornography affects your testosterone. And first and foremost, your testosterone is the dominant male hormone responsible for your hair growth, your muscle mass increase, bone density, sperm production, and sex drive. And through this audio, I'm going to talk about sex drive a lot, because this sex drive is the driving force of you transmuting that energy into something else, into a purpose, into your lifestyle, into your interests, into your hobbies. All right. It's that sex drive is what you are transmuting, that drive. All right. That energy, that motivation. All right. That's where we pick up from. That's what is that driving force, is our testosterone. All right. But now engaging in porno affects us. It decreases our testosterone by releasing. All right. This testosterone is our energy supply, is that driving force as a man for our masculine frame. All right. When it talks about muscle mass increase, you will naturally start to build muscle on semen retention. All right. The extra credit is now working out, using that excess energy to do your push-ups, the minimal stuff you could do, your sit-ups at home. If you're hitting the gym, man, listen, you are going to build muscle fast and be able to retain muscle also. All right. This is also with your hair growth. If you're trying to grow out your beard, your hair is getting fuller on your head if you're growing out your hair. Also, your bone density, your facial features. Once again, your masculine frame. Even your, I've been told before, you look different. You know what I'm saying? And that's just your facial, the bone structure as a man starting to change, starting to form. All right. After 7 days of retention, after 1 week of retention, testosterone levels increase by 45%, almost 50%. So after your last release, or after your last relapse, or after your last sexual encounter, if you have release, after 1 week of retention, 45% boost in your testosterone levels. So imagine if you take it 2 weeks, you're at 100%. Imagine if you take it a month, that's a 200%, almost a 200% jump. So on and so forth. So the longer you hold on to your semen, your testosterone is building up. That's what creates this masculine frame. And then this power, this energy just starts to exude out. That creates your aura. All right. When I got this recommendation to do this topic, best believe I did my due diligence to show myself approved, did my studying, read up on some articles, read up on some scientific facts. One of them was that 7 days, that 1 week of retention, your testosterone goes up by 45%. I also did another search on an article that was done by The Sun, that was published by The Sun, that testosterone levels in young men decrease due to excessive pornography and or gaming. Sitting on your energy also decreases your testosterone levels. A 2017 study, this is your science. This was a study that was done. This isn't just me talking shit. A 2017 study found that men who played video games released dopamine, the same pleasure hormone released during orgasms, which could contribute to a lack of desire or need for intimacy. I'm a big advocate, and I've said this in previous audios. My guys, do not sit on your energy. All right? You aren't using your energy. That energy goes dormant, and you start to lose desire and need for intimacy. And intimacy isn't just sex. Intimacy is deep intellectual conversation. It's a connection with a person. All right, is being in someone else's aura field and sharing that time and being present in that moment with them. All right, and certain activities. And it doesn't just have to be women, also is men. Also, being around other men. Also, you can learn something from other men, especially if we are trying to grow ourselves into becoming better men on our semen retention journey. We are kind of turned off about being around other men because other men may have that issue too, and they don't know how to conversate. So it's just dumb conversation. But if you don't have the desire, need to talk to anybody, we feel that we're too good on the semen retention journey too sometimes, where, we don't want to give people our time and energy because they might be low vibrational. Some people need that. Some people need to be lifted up. All right. And it's all up to you how you contribute to that. You dig what I'm saying? But understand that need and desire for intimacy depletes when we just sit on that energy and we're just used to, once again, having this testosterone with us and not using that as a driving force and using our energy to gear our purpose, to drive us to our purpose. All right. Exposure to pornography can also contribute to decreased sexual desire. Lower testosterone causes a decrease in libido, sex drive. Libido is your sex drive, and can also cause difficulty reaching orgasm during intercourse. Okay, This exposure to pornography not only decreases your sexual desire, this is your natural use of a woman. You start to objectify women. You look at them as objects. You don't desire them in a sexual way. You desire them just to get a nut off, to release. Yes, it's just lustful. Sexual desire is not necessarily lust. All right. If you are really with a partner that you connect with, once again, practicing intimacy, being in that person's presence, whether you guys are watching TV together, all right, going out on a date, eating together, cooking together, all right, doing activities together, painting, drawing, whatever you can do with a partner. And once again, this just doesn't have to do with a female, all right, but this is our counterpart, all right, and that desire to want to need that type of intimacy is very key. It balances us out. That feminine energy balance our masculine energy out. And when we're too much built in our testosterone and we're sitting on that energy and we're used to being by ourselves, we don't know how to really be intimate with the other counterpart. Is going to be foreign to us. But over time, we will learn how to get that balance. But when you engage in pornography, you are depleting yourself from that natural use, because a woman will naturally gravitate to you because of that the testosterone that is pouring out of you at this point. When your levels are 500% increase, it starts to pour out of you, and that what creates the pheromones. That's what they start to smell. It's your testosterone. It's your pheromones coming off of you, your aura. All those things are correlating with your female counterpart, and that's what draws them into you, and that's what gets them interested. All right. Also, and that's more of the, the physical thing, but, this correlates with the natural use of a woman. Pornography affects that, and it affects your testosterone, especially if you are releasing. All right. A 2016 study found that chronic internet pornography use, if you are a habitual line stepper with this pornography, this can lead to erectile dysfunction. You can't get it up because when a woman now is really present, this is something that is not virtual, just like the video games. That's virtual reality. That's not real reality. Now, when you go on a screen with pornography, that is virtual reality. Your brain is now used to it. Your brain can sit down the signals that it needs to get an erection. All right. This can also lead to delayed ejaculation. And there's a difference between delayed ejaculation and non-ejaculatory sex. You can engage in sex and not release. All right. But that's control, and that's non-ejaculatory sex. That's you having control over your release point. All right. But now this delayed ejaculation, that has to do with your habitual pornography use. And I don't want to trigger anybody. Right. It's not my intention to trigger you guys into saying pornography in the way that I'm talking. But I get guys from every now and then saying, why do you address us as boys? And why is your channel called Crowd of Boys? You should address us as men and stuff like that. OK, so I'm talking to you as a man, and I'm being real. I'm using the word pornography. OK, so we need to man up. And if you are triggered, it is what it is. This is how this is going to go. This is how we're going to talk. We're not going to use cold words. We are going to attack this demon straight up. And we are going to call it out for what it is. So if you're triggered, you need to man up. Straight like that. You dig what I'm saying? So once again, it's not my intention to trigger anybody, but I'm going to talk candid. So once again, the delayed ejaculation, being a habitual line stepper with this pornography, is something that kills your testosterone, it kills your drive, and then it starts to kill, once again, your arousal. Okay, your natural arousal for a woman. However, listen to this and listen close. Some experts in that study have found that watching videos, watching pornographic images, doesn't necessarily decrease testosterone. Just watching it, right? You can watch a porno and when you watch that porno or engage in sex, your testosterone is building up, but it's building up to that point of being released. If you don't release, if you just watch it, and I don't know how many guys just watch porno and go about their day, but when you build it up and then go transmute that energy, you are actually benefiting yourself, because you're putting yourself in a place of almost you're putting yourself in a crazy spot. I won't go too far into it, because there's real power in that. When you transmute that energy, you build your desire up so much, and then you go do something else, build up that energy. It really takes a grave effect on your body. But mentally, those images have an effect on your mind. Okay? And then when you go do that, that numbs you to natural sexual desire, because you're building up that energy and you're not releasing, but you're using that energy to go do something else just by watching that porno. You are killing your sexual desire. All right. So if that's something you want to do, kill your sexual desire, that's on you. But understand that you are moving further away from being intimate, further away from attracting a female towards you. All right, that you generally would like, whatever your preference is. I have a preference. I have a female that I'm dealing with that's right up my alley. And thank goodness I wasn't numb to certain energy and certain desires that I had and that I wanted. It's one thing to have that desire, then there's another thing to feed into that desire. And that's what this is all about. All right. It doesn't necessarily decrease your testosterone levels by having a desire to want to have sex, or having sexual desire, or being intimate, more deeply intimate with somebody, I should say. Right. But it numbs you to sexual desire. It numbs you to it. All right. And for me, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be numb to sexual desire, because I still want to have that desire to have sex. And when I can't, I know how to transmute that energy. But I won't go out on a limb too far and say I'm going to watch a porno to build up, my desire and my testosterone, and then go hit the gym and transmute that energy. If that naturally happens to me, right? If I naturally get aroused by something or get turned on, then I can go do that, because that's something naturally that's happening. But when it goes virtual, once again, when you tap into virtual reality, it affects your brain more so than anything else. And I don't want those images too much in my head. All right. Porn addiction. Once again, habitual porn watcher. Your habitual line stepper with this pornography. All right. This can lead to desensitization to sexual stimuli, the natural use of a woman. Once again, I have a preference. The female that I like naturally turns me on. I have a new appreciation for all types of women, though, right? I like thick women. I like my sisters brown. You dig what I'm saying? I'm a brother, so I like my women a certain type of way. But I look at Spanish women, Chinese women, older women, younger women, and not minors, but younger women in their 20s and stuff like that. And, in my mind, they're pretty. Oh, that one has a nice body. Oh, she's older, but, I could tell, back in her days, she was, you know what I mean? I'm a man at the end of the day, and that's just me and my masculine frame just peeping game. You know what I mean? Just being aware of my surroundings and what's going on. I'm not playing or feeding into that energy, though. I just know myself, and I trust myself enough that the person that I'm dealing with and that's dealing with me, that's who I'm dealing with. That's my real preference, truth be told. So anything else that comes along, I'm noticing, but it's not turning me on to the point where I need to go pursue, or it's turning me on to the point where, I'm sexually aroused, or I'm walking around with the stick on me. You dig what I'm saying? It's just that I'm aware and I'm not desensitized by feeling certain energy and feeling some type of way towards women. I have a new appreciation for women. I respect the hell out of women. All right. I was once in that space where I was overly sexualized and I looked at them as objects. And now I understand the difference of the energy. All right. I look at women and I smile. Oh, she got a pretty smile. Let me smile back. You dig what I'm saying? So it's just that different shift in that mindset. But then when I get around the women that's my preference, the chick that I'm dealing with, is a different energy, my boys. And I can feel the energy coming off of her too. She shares some things of how she feels as far as her energy that lets me know that certain signals are going off. All right. You can put the pieces together of what I'm talking about. But once when you reach that level of having somebody like that you have a real connection with, you'll be able to tell the sexual desire from it being lust and a genuine connection. All right. And that's what you need to decipher. And being in porno, being a part of your life, or masturbating, you won't be able to achieve that with that being a part of your life. That's why semen retention is very important. Okay. And this testosterone, the driving force that will lead you to that point, is where it's at. Okay. Once again, being desensitized to sexual stimuli, which can decrease arousal and lead to difficulties achieving and maintaining a erection. That's self-explanatory. Okay. You are so used to those images that you need to think about those images. Even when you are engaging in sex, you need to think about those images in your head, not that connection with that female that you have. And that's what I'm talking about. All right. When you really, even when we talk about eye contact, imagine getting intimate with a female that you really have a connection with, and you having sex with that female, and you are looking into her eyes, and you guys are exchanging energy like that. What that does, that connection builds deeper. But when you are disconnected, when you are habitual line stepper with this pornography, all right, when you are desensitized, you can't connect on that level with that female. You are disconnected because you are somewhere else thinking about your favorite scene, your favorite video. I've been there, my boys, so I know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're not turned on in that manner with the female that you're doing it with because you are desensitized by this porno. Okay? So, once again, understand this, that your testosterone, once again, is your driving force. It's due to your libido and sex drive. What you do with that energy is up to you. But understand that your testosterone levels has an effect on the female counterpart as well. And pornography affects that. It either leaves it dormant or it causes you to release that. And you need it. You need that drive. You need that sex drive. Not just to have sex, but to help you along your journey, to drive you, the driving force on your journey. That's what it is. Last thing before I leave you guys is that pornography can also disrupt your sleep patterns. Those images, once again, in your brain, in your mind, they can pop up on you in your dreams and it can fuck you up. It can fuck you up, man. Excuse the expression. But you won't notice it. And sometimes we don't remember our dreams fully, right? But understand that those images play a part on our mind. And when we go to sleep and we get disrupted by maybe a sexual dream, all right, or even if you don't remember your dream, it can still pop up on you in a subconscious way, and it can affect you in your sleep patterns. And now your quality of sleep is messed up, and you won't be able to really build those levels back up, because when your sleep pattern is messed up, it lowers your testosterone as well. It can lower your testosterone levels because you're not recharging. You're not getting quality sleep to help you recharge your system. That's what sleep is supposed to do. It's supposed to recharge you. And if you can't recharge fully, if you can't also recharge your immune system, this affects your testosterone. So be aware of pornography, those images, how it plays on your brain, and those images that you see when you take that to bed. And I've been there too. Once again, I relate to all this information that I came across. Watching pornography before you go to sleep is very detrimental. It's the most detrimental. It's the same thing playing a video game at nighttime before you go to sleep because you're bored. There's nothing else to do. When you go to fall asleep on that energy, right? Then it plays in your sleep patterns, those wavelengths, those images, right? It affects you. That lowers down your testosterone. If you're not able to get quality sleep, it don't matter how long you sleep for. You can sleep a whole 10 hours, but wake up every 2 to 3 hours because you having fucked up dreams. All right. This is disturbance of your sleep. If you're not getting the quality, then you are messing up, and this is lowering your testosterone too, or leaving you at a certain level. You did. With that said, my boys, once again, I thank the subscriber who dropped this as a recommendation to do on this topic. I really enjoyed it. You dig what I'm saying? Because I got to look myself in the mirror on this one, and see what was happening to myself in the past. Once again, if you're new to this content, and if you are struggling with getting past certain thresholds and you are using pornography as a crutch, this is for you. This is the information and letting you know this is messing you up. These are some of the reasons why you can't, this is one reason why you can't get through certain days if you are struggling. All right. So I hope this information was helpful. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously it is helpful. You know what I mean? I don't want to brag into my own horn, but you know, this information is out here for you to go do your own studying too. But, you know, I'm bringing this content to help guys out. Once again, my deepest gratitude. You know, I'm being funny when I'm saying, you know, what I just said. But, you know, I enjoy coming to bring this content to help guys out for real, for real. So, you know, I hope this is a benefit for you guys if you've been struggling. Once again, this is a chance for you guys to look yourselves in the mirror, too, and reflect on who you used to be, how far you have came on your journey. If you are on a long streak and you have been here struggling with pornography. With that said, my boys, as always, with love and peace.